Hello, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm bringing you along as we graft on some of these sugar dragon fruit seedlings onto my mature dragon fruit right here. I'm not sure what variety it is, and so I wanted to guarantee that I had some sugar dragon and the Ecuadorian Plora, or like those yellow dragon fruit. So those I successfully grafted over here in a previous video, and then right here I'm going to be grafting on probably this one right in here, a sugar dragon. And this isn't by any means going to be a, let's just say, professional way of doing it. It's just going to be a simple way that I've found works without the proper tools or anything to be able to accomplish this. And I just realized that most of these seedlings have 4 sides, unlike sugar dragon, which typically has only 3. One thing I would recommend not doing is trying to use a tiny razor blade. So it would be much easier to do this and do cleaner cuts with a longer one. But I'll clean them up as best I can with this one, and we will root this dragon fruit cutting right here as well later. So I cleaned up the woody stem and got this all smooth right in here, and I did a cut on the back side of this to try to get it to line up really well. And I'm going to be taping that right there and lining it up as best I can with the woody stem that you see right there in the middle. And you want the two of them to match up as best you can. Here's a good view of that round cambium layer, and I'm actually going just ever so slightly into it with my cut and pushing down into this area right here to get a nice clean cut for the graft. Just trying to make sure it's as nice and straight as possible. As you can see, I did like a little bit of a little match like that, and it looks like I'll have to cut it ever so slightly longer. One sec. Alright, and now I think it's lining up pretty well. So now we're going to go ahead and tape it now. And that's kind of what we're looking for, right like that. And there we go. I taped it very securely, and hopefully that will take. With it being a 4-sided one compared to a 3-sided, I wasn't able to line up the same flat sides with each other, because preferably that's how you would graft them, and it should hopefully be just fine though. Alright, now that I got them both saran wrapped, I'm going to cover them up with this and then the store bag. And there it is, all wrapped up. In case we get any storms or anything, I tied it extra well. And as you can see, you can hardly notice where I got them from. So it was just this one, and there was this tiny one over here. That was the only like 3-sided one that I could find. And if these are unsuccessful, I'll just go ahead and grab another chunk and go from there. Because I ended up having to regraft these ones over here once. And here's a really close look at these grafts and how it calloused right here and right here really well. This was a similar sort of style graft to what I was doing today, where this was just kind of like a straight cut type one. But I had more material to tape to, so I was able to hold it there better. So these really nice dragon fruit cuttings, I angle cut down to that center stem, and you want to actually let these dry before trying to start to root them for at least 4 or 5 days, preferably over a week, to get calloused over really well so that they don't rot. Because I've tried just planting them straight off the bat in dry sand, and I think they still rotted, if I remember correctly. So I'd recommend just letting them get a good callus on them, and then you go to stick them in sand. And literally just dry sand, you can stick them in and they will start rooting in it. So if you really want to, you can mist them like every so often. Make sure they're having a lot of good humidity, but that's really it. They'll root themselves as long as you have adequate temperatures quite quickly. So I hope this video was helpful to you and you got something out of it, and let me know if you appreciate this type of content, and I hope you guys have a great and awesome rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching to the end.